Hi, this is Andrew with Infinity Cutting Tools, and we're taking a look at two great bandsaws from Rikon, the 14-inch Deluxe bandsaw and the 14-inch Professional bandsaw. Both these saws come standard with some great features like sturdy steel frame construction, cast iron wheels, extruded aluminum fences, and a ton of other great features. Let's take a closer look at these saws and see why they would make it the perfect choice for any shop. This is Rikon's 14-inch Deluxe Series bandsaw. It comes with a lot of great features like solid steel frame construction, sturdy cast iron wheels, a large cast iron tabletop that measures 16 inches by 21 inches, a 1.5 horsepower motor, storage compartment in the base, and a ton of other great features. One of the nicest things about the Deluxe Series bandsaw that really separates it from the rest is the fact that it can resaw up to 13 inches. What this means is you can take that nice wide stock that you've been saving and you're able to either resaw it into veneer or turn it into book match panels and really get the most out of that nice wide material. Other features like a nice work light, quick blade detensioning arm, and like I said, this nice storage cabinet give you the ability to store your blades and other items for the saw right here in the cabinet and really make the most use out of the space in your shop. I wanted to point out a couple of features on the Rikon 14-inch Deluxe bandsaw that you don't see every day on a standard 14-inch saw. First are the roller guide bearings that come on the saw. There's a roller guide bearing on both sides as well as a thrust guide bearing in the back. This is a really nice feature, especially when doing your resawing. The other thing I wanted to show you are the nice cast iron wheels on this 14-inch bandsaw. A lot of saws in the 14-inch category may come with an aluminum wheel, but when you get a nice heavy cast iron wheel, it makes the saw run more smoothly with less vibration and just creates an overall better running saw. Rikon's 14-inch Professional bandsaw is a saw that we use here in our shop at Infinity. It features 14-inch cast iron wheels, a strong steel frame, a generous cast iron top that measures 19 by 21 inches, a drift adjustable fence, a nice work light, a quick blade detensioning lever, dual roller guide bearings, two 4-inch dust ports, a 3 horsepower motor, and the list really goes on and on. Probably one of the nicest features that this saw has is a foot brake. Now, this is extremely uncommon on a 14-inch saw, but it's one of the nicest features you could ask for. The reason the foot brake is such a nice thing to have is when you're making cuts on the bandsaw, a lot of times with a cast iron wheeled saw, that blade takes a long time to wind down after making a cut and turning off the saw, which means we tend to ignore some safety rules that maybe we shouldn't. With the foot brake, you simply turn on the saw, you make your cut as normal, and rather than reach over and turn off the saw, we can keep both our hands on our workpiece and simply use the foot brake to stop the saw as well as bring the blade to a stop almost immediately. This allows us to back out of cuts or simply just not take our hands off of our workpiece while we're shutting off the saw. It makes the saw safer and much more convenient. I wanted to give you a close-up look at Rikon's 14-inch Professional bandsaw in action. I've got the saw set up with the blade that comes with the saw. It's a 3/4 inch blade. I've got my fence set to take about a 1/8 inch veneer cut. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my work light, put on my safety glasses and my hearing protection, and I'm going to go ahead and make a cut in this nice wide piece of maple. This is about a 6-inch wide block. So there you go. Make some beautiful, smooth, even cuts. One more little detail that stands out to me about both the Deluxe and the Professional bandsaws is the little tool holder mounted to the frame. It holds all the Allen keys you need to adjust every part of the saw you will ever need to adjust during regular use. This may seem trivial, but if you have ever been forced to stop working for a half hour because you needed to adjust your guide bearings and you couldn't find the right Allen key, this little feature really stands out to me as a sign that someone who has used a bandsaw before must have helped design these machines. If you don't have a bandsaw in your shop, or you're simply not head over heels in love with the one you do have, it's time to take a look at a Rikon bandsaw. With industry-leading Resaw capacity, super strong steel frame construction, some of the largest cast iron tabletops on the market, and a 5-year warranty that's second to none, it's hard to go wrong with either of these two great bandsaws.